you know, just being so aloof, and it feels like when I'm with him, all he thinks about is golf. But it's okay. I mean, I guess it's fine. It doesn't really bother me that much.
Oh my God. If it is one time I'm thankful for once a week, it is Sunday, 3 to 7 when I am golfing. My God. When I'm away from my wife, it is, pardon my French, motherfucking glorious, if I can say that real quick. It's just a nice little period of respite when I can go out there and just, you know, give it a swing. You know, I'm not too great at golfing, but I enjoy it. And me and the other guys, we chat about our wives, you know, just a little guy talk here and there, you know what I'm saying, that's what we talk about. But, oh boy, it's just nice to have that one moment of solitude out of the whole week. Oh boy.
Here's the real weird thing about it. Really the boys that he's been golfing with, kind of like, sort of like, trying to get him into like a cult type thing? I'm not sure. I mean, one time he came home and he had red lipstick around his ear.
Here's the thing. I am crazy cheating on my wife when I say I am a golfer. It's not so much as it is like a golf clubhouse as it is per se a whorehouse. But, you know, I mean, if we were going to draw metaphors to what golf is to whoring yourself out, it's kind of the same thing, you know?
I mean, honestly, what kind of cult makes you wear a nipple clamp? It's so weird. And he never wants to have sex anymore. But I know he's not cheating on me. That'd be insane.
Y'all heard of Ronald Reagan's trickle-down theory. Well, imagine that, but with sexual kinks. And that's where I'm at right now. It started with a little bit of biting, a little bit of slapping, and then before I know it, I'm wearing nipple clamps and a full leather suit, and I'm screaming Nebraska because the paint is too much. You know, it's just kind of a slippery slope.
You're wrong, Ray. You got shot. Stop. Wait, what? Oh, buddy. You know, the Gipper caught one in the net. What? I got one in the net today. What, do we keep working? What do we do? Like, do we... Hell, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, he's not dead.
I mean, well, I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean, God forbid.
I mean, God forbid.
God forbid.
If he dies, then we get the vice president taking over. What if the vice president's assassinated too? Then before we know it's the Secretary of State, and the Secretary of State's dead, then what happens there, you know? Is it just martial law? Be frank with me, Tom. Is it martial law right now, or is it not? Oh, all right, I'm sorry. I haven't in a while. But I do have a lighter.
Here's the thing.
Woo! Oh, yeah. Sorry, straight to the head.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I remember my first cigarette.
You got me there. Classic joke. Classic joke. You got me there.
Here's the other thing I heard that Jerry and Hogan's doing cocaine. What? Fucking cocaine. What? Jerry's been doing 10 years for me. Jerry's been dabbling in the white powder. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Devil's haircut. No. He has been racing of the sea. Is that what that slang means? Yes, it does. God, I feel like I'm learning more and more just hanging around you. This country's falling apart. This whole world's falling apart, Tom. I'm just saying. You know, I've had the thought before. If everything went to hell, would you be my buddy? What? Like you and are? No, we are friends. There's no argument there. You're my one true friend here at the office. But I'm saying, like, if shit were to go down, nuke siren, oh my God, we gotta run. The Cold War siren's awakened. Oh my God, what are you gonna do? Hide you to desk? Fuck that noise. We find a good place to go to. Will you be my apocalypse bud? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Apocalypse bud. Apocalypse bud. All right. All right. Feel like doing a slow chest bump? Slow chest bump? Just to seal the deal? Just to seal it in? All right. I don't know how I felt about that. I know how I felt about that. I love you, Tom. everybody is love. Like, it's love, John. Well, like I said, I gotta, see. No, I love her. I love you too. I can imagine having sexual relations with you every once in a while. No, that's wait. Seriously? Well, yeah. I mean, God, man. All the boys are saying it. All the boys are they? Not the men, just the boys. You are a little young. Well, I love my. I'm just saying, if a nuke were to land right now, Cold War sirens going off, shaking off the cobweb, woo, woo, nuke coming in, you ain't gonna save your wife, you're left with me. That's true. And it'd be up to us to repopulate the earth. All right. Each other. All right. Draw me a diagram. Show me how it's going to go down. You got to give me a game plan, bud. Thank God the whiteboard's here. All right. Now imagine, if you will, that this circle is me. All right. A little bit rounder than I prefer. I got to hit the gym. That's why I kind of want to have sexual relations with you, but I don't love you yet. Oh yeah. All right, we'll get there. We'll get there. This triangle is you because I just don't get you yet. You know, it's like a circle to a triangle. That's just kind of. And if you ever were to put yourself in me, you get lost. Bermuda, anyone? Bermuda. Oh! Didn't follow you there for a second. Woo! Now I do. All right, there we go. That's what I'm saying. We're a triangle and a circle. Together, we're two different shapes entirely. But as a unit, we're something that the world cannot define. We're something that the world is not ready for, okay? Now, if Ronald Reagan is truly dead, and his whole chain of command is done, we're going to need something radical and crazy to set that up. That's all I needed the whiteboard for, was to draw a triangle and a circle. I gotta say, your math is impeccable. It's like you took geometry in high school. Well, I've been called something of a boy genius. It's not every day that a 16-year-old gets hired as an accountant. And it's not every day. It's true. That a man like me wants to have sex with a boy. Very true. Oh my God! Have you guys ever seen Friends? Chandler Bing, what a hilarious name! I mean, it's like a Chan, a middle worm, and then Bing. I don't care for sitcoms. The term situational comedy I find pretty insulting because that implies that there's always a unique situation where, in theory, we've lived through everything already, so why is this one episode so special? I only watch independent films, and that's kind of my thing. And if people don't get it, I just kind of, whatever, I'm just being And I mean, there was an episode, I swear to God, where Joey Fedone put a turkey on his head, a Thanksgiving roast right over his noggin. Come on. It's all-time top 10 things that I've seen on Earth. Right behind, like, the pyramids, my wife giving birth, and Taco Tuesdays. The best movie I ever saw wasn't really a movie. It was the video camera footage of my mom giving birth to me. Because you'll never see, realness as real as that. I feel like if people were being honest with themselves, the best movie they would ever see is the video of their mother giving birth to them. Because what else is realer than that? I took my son to see Let's Be Cops. Did not get it at all. Honestly, I know there's a controversy going on with it, and all the things happening around there. The cops, they're kind of, maybe ask me, a bit jerks and a little bit jerky, but that movie was hilarious. I'm working on a screenplay where the only character, and if you don't get this, I'm okay with it. The only character is a chair. And that chair has seen far more than anyone else has ever seen. because it's had so many butts in its theoretical face that it's lived in a lot more than any of us have. When you think about it, next time you sit in a chair, stop and think what that chair's been through, and then you'll understand the synopsis of my film. Good work. What's that? It took a lot out of me.
It was honestly one of the greatest pieces that I've seen in the turn of the century.
Thank you. I don't traditionally use marble as my canvas. Typically the type of artist who uses canvas as my canvas. Please don't put condensation on the piece.
I apologize. I was just checking it's 3 eggs on this.
That's fine. Do what you must. It's just, I feel pretty humble in saying this. This is my best life's work ever. So, that's it. Well, do what you're here for, then appraise it. Appraise it for all that it's worth. That's right. Please. No! It took more out of me than I thought it would. I apologize. I'm very sorry for that. I was okay with it when you said it, and then you did it, and then it took a lot out of my soul.
Listen, if this piece is going to go...
And then when you shifted the weight, it was a different thing. I'm one with that piece right now, so be very careful how you act around it. All right? Sorry.
All right, listen, you're going to sell this chair.
Yeah.
Realize it is going to go into the hands of others.
I understand that, but I feel like it will be a very cathartic release once I let someone else own it, you know?
Let me ask you this.
Please.
What if this chair were to go into the nursery of a small child? That's okay.
Does it have to?
The owner can do whatever he pleases with the chair.
Or she!
Or it. Could be her method. Yes, we've let you come out that way. That's true.
That's fair. That's fair. I just feel like once it's... If you never tell me what its purpose is, I'll be okay with it. But just appraise it for what it's worth, please. Keeping in mind that my soul is forever linked with it.
About 2,000
What? Just 2,000? What are the selling points? Is that my soul is linked with it? Maybe like 4,000.
You made it out of marble.
Right? Yes. A very exquisite piece, yes.
So you claim. You realize these are Formica. Do you realize what Formica is? It's for peasant boys in trailer trash.
You're touching it very tightly right now. I'd appreciate it if you relinquished your grip upon it. I can feel it constricting around.
Fingertips.
Let it go. Let it go. Oh. Leave that piece alone.
I'm thinking that it might be worth maybe 1,900. Huh?
Don't you dare. This is, on second thought, this is a private piece. It's not for sale. It stays where it is, okay? It stays
Oh, is it? Is it private?
Yes, it stays
Oh,
where
how
it is.
private is it? Maybe I'll just raise it above this wall.
Don't you dare!
Oh, everybody can see it.
No!
Oh.
Leave me be! Listen, I may have gotten a little bit too invested in this work. On second thought, how about it's just best we never had this conversation? You don't tell anyone about the power of this piece. Maybe just that.
Oh, what's this screwdriver? Oh, interesting.
What are you planning on doing? No! 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 Stop it! Oh! You're a psychopath. You realize that? You're a psychopath appraiser.
Who would link their soul to a chair?
I didn't intend to do it. I merely got so involved with the work it happened. Do you wish to explain that? Is that what you wish to say? I know an unhex. An unhex! Well, you better tell me it, because I will literally slap you.
If you give me this chair for free, I will unhex this chair from your life mortal coil.
All right. Sounds like a loaded deal, but I'll play.
Give me that Scrabble board.
Wait, that Scrabble board?
That Scrabble board over there.
But that Scrabble board is tied to my emotions.
God damn it, you're not tied to it.
It's just a weird thing. My mother was a witch, and everything I make, I'm inherently tied to it. Can you
All right, grab me those deck of cards. That deck of cards? That's attached to my genitalia. I can't give you that. Why would you put a deck of cards on your genitalia?
I don't understand why I did it, or even really how it works. I just know if it gets shuffled, it hurts very bad.
Are they literally attached to your penis, or are they just
Figuratively.
figuratively attached to your penis?
Spiritually, it's probably a more apt description of how they attach to me.
It's just
All right, just be careful. Just be careful. I'll give you anything in this shop besides those items, please.
Let's just see how they shuffle. All right. Maybe you can just take the jam instead. I'm curious how this is going to play out.
All right. Do what you
I'm
must.
very curious how this is going to play out.
Depends on how you shuffle it.
I usually go fountain then bridge.
All right, as you will.
Honestly, it felt a bit tame. What about 52 pickup?
No. So, I'm what's known as a card shop. Not to be bragging, but let's just say I know a couple of certain underground circuits. You know Greektown Casino, you heard of that? Alright, cool. You know, there's an underground to Greektown, they call it Greektown. That's where the really Greek people hang out. And, whoa, that's where you get some high stakes games. I saw a guy literally bet his pinky finger. He had pocket aces, Texas Hold'em. Motherfucker had a straight flush, beat him, and they literally chopped off his pinky finger. And then just
I don't really have a finger anymore.
and the motherfucker lost his finger. He talked weird before that. When he talked even weirder after, it was weird.
Sometimes I drink pina coladas, and sometimes I drink shakers.
He was kind of a character in Greek town before it happened, but then after he got his pinky chopped off, he became the unofficial mascot. Like Rudy, but way cooler and not depressing.
One time I stuck a piece of bread into my gas tank and my car ran faster.
Eventually, his stories didn't really make much sense, and they just kind of bothered us, really. Like you're playing poker and somebody just shouts off something about bread, but we still kept him around.
My great aunt has chlamydia, and I can't figure out why.
Eventually, he just stopped betting. He just started yelling shit from the back of the room.
Sarcophagus! Molapsy! Melancholy! 42! Capillaries!
The words weren't even connected. They would just yell like he would. And luckily, that took the heat off me because I owed a lot of fucking money. But man, his downfall was one of the saddest things I ever saw.
I fell in a hole!
I lost a lot of money on that. A lot of money.
Like, you might have to sell the house on money?
Yes! Oh, we might have to sell the house. A lot of money.
Oh, shit.
What part of take a dive in the third round do you not understand? Because I made it very clear for you that you were supposed to take a dive in the third round, and then you just kept fighting, and then you fucking won! And then you won!
I mean, you called me a bastard. What was I supposed to do? I like the guy.
It doesn't matter what he says to you. You do
God damn.
What you told me, left hook, right hook, uppercut, jab, whip. I mean, you never taught me what a dive is.
I never taught you it's just a figurative thing. You just fucking lose. You just fucking lose when it happens, man. You just lose when you're supposed to. That's what you're supposed to do. That's all you're supposed to do. You're just supposed to lose when you're supposed to. Hey.
Cheer up.
Don't. It's not the. Do not do the cheer up punches to me right now. Do not. Now is not the time for the cheer up punches. Okay. Don't. It's gonna make me laugh. Don't do it. It's not. I'm fucking stop it! We're gonna lose the house. We're gonna lose the house. That is for sure fact. All right. I'm already. We're gonna lose more than the house. This bet was to get me back at square level. Then I'd have to worry about the mortgage. You know what I mean? Do you fucking know what I mean? Don't do the punches. Do not do the punches.
Why are you making me sad?
Don't give yourself the punches. At least give me the funny punches if you're gonna do the funny punches.